Today's an exciting day, guys. I've got an updated flash for my 2020 R1. If you saw the video when I did my first dyno tune day on that bike, we ended up putting E85 on it because the bike was running so rich. Well, we've got an updated flash for pump gas. We're gonna go try it out, and hopefully this thing is feeling really good on just your regular 93 octane pump gas that we get here in Texas. So here we got my 2020 R1 posted up, stealth black, next to all my bikes, and my daughter's frozen Jeep and bike. We've got the updated BrenTuning flash for this bike. I've got the initial flash that they gave me for this bike. They were the first ones to have a flash for this 2020 R1. You guys know I was waiting forever for that to be available. But the flash that they gave me was like the first flash that they had made for this bike, and they've done some updates for it since then. You guys know that the bike was running super rich, and there was a dip in power on the graph for the dyno when I was running the regular 93 octane. We took that out, we put in E85, and it was running a lot better on that. But I talked with BrenTuning about what I was experiencing and what we had on the dyno, and they recommended not running E85 on this bike. I'll touch on that a little bit later, but they've done a lot of updates on the flash that they send out for this bike since then. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the handheld unit, update that flash. We'll take it out and see what it feels like. So this is the really nice thing about having the handheld unit. If you ever need an update to your flash, you don't have to take out your ECU and send it in. You can just load it up on the unit, plug it into your bike, and update your flash. So here, plug that we need. So here's the adapter to connect to this plug that you'll get from BrenTuning. Remove this little cap and plug this in here. And put this back here. That way I can access it from underneath the rear seat. I don't have to take the front seat off. All right, so I got the plug all routed back here so we can easily hook up the tuner unit. By the way, you guys digging the kicks? These are the Vessi Everyday Move Shoe, and Vessi is the sponsor of today's video. Vessi makes 100% waterproof and snowproof shoes that are incredibly comfortable, breathable, and pretty stylish, if I do say so myself. Their Dymatex material keeps you cool in the summer and warm in the winter, which truly makes them an everyday sneaker, even on rainy days. The shoes are perfect for traveling. They're easy to pack. You can wear them running errands, going to the gym, going to the park with the family, grocery store, even wearing them on muddy hikes because you can literally just rinse them off or throw them in the washer. I especially like them on days that I'm washing the bikes because I don't have to worry about, going barefoot or wearing different shoes and then changing socks and everything like that because they literally are waterproof. I can spray them down and there is no water getting inside these shoes. Also, fun fact, but these ones perfectly match the Daily 100 tee if you want to get it. So make sure you grab them while they still have their size. You can get these everyday move sneakers, or I also have the Weekender shoe, which comes in a lot of different colors, just like all the other different shoes that they make. So go down and click the link in the description and go to vessi.com/Motonosity and use code Motonosity at checkout to get yourself $25 off. Now let's get the flash on the bike and go test it out.
That feels good. It feels way better than it felt before. There's a primary area where I'm trying to figure out, and it's like 12,000 RPM up. That was the main area where I noticed a big difference when I was running E85. So like I said, BrenTuning recommended not running E85 in this bike, primarily because the lines and stuff are not necessarily made to run that fuel. Running it like one tank full for me wasn't really an issue. Long term, it may not be an issue, but they just recommended not doing it. It's better to have a tune that's made for pump gas that I can get anywhere. So that's what we're testing out today. By the way, if you have an R1, especially if you just got this tune from BrenTuning, but if you have an R1, this is advice that'll help you out anyways. If you can't get into your diagnostic mode, and you get in there by holding down the wheel, I don't know if you can do it while riding. I don't think you can. Yeah, I can't do it while riding. But you hold down this wheel, it gets you into the diagnostic menu where you can, control the things. You can set your clock, you can change your power levels, your different electronic settings, all that kind of stuff. All the settings are in there. The issue I had after I put on the flash was that I could not get in there. And I could not use my quick shifter. It wasn't working. That is a known issue that you can have after you do the flash, but it's very easy to do. You just go into the diagnostic menu, you reset everything, and then your quick shifter should work. The problem I had was I couldn't get in the diagnostic menu to reset it. Now the reason I couldn't do that is because if you have an error code, you cannot go into that menu. So your solution is to either fix whatever error it's giving you to clear the error, or for a shop to clear the error. Fortunately, you can clear the errors with the handheld unit for BrenTuning. So I just had one error I had to clear. I just had one error that I needed to clear, and after that I was able to go into the diagnostic menu, reset it, and then my quick shifter worked. Man, this is so much smoother. Once we get to the highway, I can test that high RPM power, see how that feels. But so far, the pull that it has feels a lot better, so I think the mapping is better for the pump gas with this thing. I do plan on taking my S1000 back down to put it on the dyno, because I haven't done that since I've done all the mods. Still got to do the stage 2 flash on it, but after I take care of that stuff, I'll take it back down to the dyno, and I'll probably bring this with me. Yeah, it feels much better. Oh, that exhaust sounds so good, guys. Today is Halloween. My kids are so excited. This is the first year that Emmett really knows what's going on. So like, all week long, he's like, "Today Halloween?" I'm like, "No, it's not Halloween yet." This morning I was like, "Happy Halloween," and he's like, "It's Halloween?" And I was like, "Yep." And he started jumping up and down. It's like, "Yay!" I've always enjoyed Halloween, but man, once you have kids, it's just way more fun. Plus the neighborhood that we live in is really young, so there's tons of kids. We get so many trick-or-treaters. Think the Amazon truck wants to race? Man, yeah, this thing is pulling like it did with the E85 now. Your nose gets shoved up against your helmet. Oh my goodness. Oh hey, I need gas. This bike, man. I know I still got to do the race with the S1000 and the R1 against each other. I think it's finally like a time where I could do it now that this thing is flashed and running right. Cops are out to play today. Well, not play, specifically stop people from playing. Oh, skirt. Need some gas. That wasn't even full throttle. If you guys want to see the video that I first did when Dustin and I went out and raced, you can check that out. But man, I'm getting the jump on him easily this time. It wasn't so easy last time. It is a fast bike. Still trying to figure out what I want my next bike to be. The past few days I've been really strongly thinking about the S1000R, because I really want a naked bike. I don't really want to get an MT10 right now, and I just love my RR so much. Ugh. Good old Apple Pay when you forget your wallet. Got some fresh, clean gas in here. Gluck, 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 gluck. Didn't have a chance, sir. Didn't have a chance. Sorry. Oh, feels so good. It just pulls strong. Downshift. 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 Downshift seemed a little bit better too. I don't know if they did anything with that. I think they did some changes with the upshifts, which felt good, but they felt good before. Well, I consider that a success. Idle feels good, startup feels good, top end is pulling much more like it was on the E85, and the whole power band feels nice and smooth. We'll see if the dyno graph shows the same thing. If you guys want to see this thing on the dyno, let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to make that happen. We'll head down to San Antonio to Black Widow and throw it back on the dyno, see if anything has changed. It feels like it has. If you guys want to get any of my merch, go to Motonosity.com. Thanks again to Vessi for sponsoring the video. You can find the link down in the description to get yourself $25 off with the code Motonosity. Otherwise, you guys have been awesome. I've been Motonosity. Remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived. And I'll see you guys in the next one.